Ladies and gentlemen, once again we have Mr. Fawad Kalsi representing the Falcon Travel and Top Discount in the Western Hemisphere of this beautiful land of ours, Canada. Fawad, welcome to our program.
Thank you, Brother Bashir.
What makes Falcon Travel and Top Discount Travel unique and different than the other service providers in this field?
Well, Brother Bashir, that's a good question. It all boils down to a couple of main factors. Firstly, there's a lot of service providers out there today, and the Hajj or the potential Hajj need to do their research before they decide on which particular service provider they're going to use. One of the things I'd recommend to the people out there is that they always check the Hajj Ministry website to see who's an actual authorized Hajj agent. A lot of companies are selling packages on behalf of other Hajj service providers, but that doesn't necessarily mean they are authorized by the Hajj Ministry. So, firstly, we are authorized. Both Falcon Travel and Top Discount Travels are both authorized by the Hajj Ministry. So, alhamdulillah, we have the ability to control what services are provided in Saudi Arabia, in Mecca and Medina, and throughout the whole journey. Now, what differentiates us between the other companies out there? Categorically, there are two types of Hajj service providers. One is a VIP Hajj service provider, as it's labeled, and the second is economy service providers. So Falcon Travel is a VIP service provider. Now, don't get me wrong here, but all Hujjaj that visit the house of Allah are VIPs. But with respect to the travel industry, there's a difference of comfort and level of service that you pay for. So obviously we have to categorize that, and that's where VIP clients fall into. Basically, in a nutshell, what VIP is in Saudi Arabia is basically you're paying for the real estate. You're paying for the proximity of being close to where everything, all the action is happening. So whereas, for instance, in Mecca, our hotels are located right at the Haram. And they're basically considered 0-meter hotels. Whereas other service providers will give you 4-star or 3-star hotels, which are quite a distance from the Haram. So these are things that you need to pay attention to. Same with Medina, we are close to Masjid al-Nabawi. But the main difference between VIP and economy service providers falls at the time of Hajj. The Hujjaj need to remember that Hajj does not take place in the Haram, and it does not take place in Medina. It actually takes place in Mina, Arafat, and Muzdalifah, and you have to go through these traditions and rituals to perform Hajj, which is away from the Haram. So you want to be in a position where you are not walking 3 to 5 kilometers to throw your stones at Jamarat. You want to be in a position not to have to wait for the government buses, wait hours, and then when you finally get on a bus, you would have to travel maybe a 15-minute distance would take you 2 to 4 hours to get to. So you want to be in a position to be able to use the brand new train services, which they have given permission, and Falcon Travel pays for these services to give access to their clients. So these things in a nutshell, Brother Bashir, and to our audience, it's very important that you do your research, and let me get this straight here, that Falcon Travel is not here only for its clients. Falcon Travel and Top Discount are both here to help you make that decision as well. So if you have any questions related to Hajj, we are here to serve the Muslims first, and then if you decide to come with us, we'd be more than happy to serve you. Now, as far as Mina is concerned, brothers and sisters need to understand, in Hajj, you spend most of your time out of the 5 nights, 6 days when you are performing Hajj, you spend it in Mina. And, in Arafat, you spend 1 day, and you leave by night. In Muzdalifah, you spend 1 night. So the majority of your time is spent at Mina, which is important because Mina is where you will be walking to go and throw your stones. So we are actually located right in front of Jamarat. Jamarat, for those that are not aware of, is the area where you will be going to throw your stones. That's the symbolic stoning of Shaitan. So We, alhamdulillah, our camps are located right across from Jamarat. So literally, you just take an escalator up, walk around, and you're basically done your rami, which is the throwing of the stones, in approximately 10 to 15 minutes. Whereas with other service providers who are located in the economy North America camps, you are actually located 3 to 5 to 6 kilometers away, and that's one way. So you walk that one way from Al Muaysam to the Jamarat, and then you walk back. So it is pretty gruesome for us who live in these sort of comfortable, luxurious lifestyles in Canada or in North America. Basically, in Western Canada, people can call me directly on my cell phone if they like as well, or my office number. And I'll give you the cell phone number first, which is 604-786-HAJJ, spelled H-A-J-J, and the numbers equivalent are 4255. So I'll repeat the number again, 604-786-4255, or my office number is 604-503-HAJJ, again, 4255.